This video will trigger you and offend you in some way. You have been warned.
But blame it on LGBT. I've been in fandoms where people fought over straight couples.
I love when people does this kind of things. Like having LGBT ships is oh so offending.
The top said it wrong.
Leave LGBT out of it. I'm sorry, but that part was rude.
But representation? Man, this is needed.
I think it's just plain rude that you're blaming LGBT for ruining the fandom. It's rude and homophobic when combined with the comments you've left up above.
But blaming the LGBT community for something straight fangirls do is wrong. Mother-loving brother. LGBT bullshit don't need any more rep. So many problems with this. Whatever.
Don't phrase it as LGBT bullshit.
Just you didn't word it well.
It has nothing to do with LGBT plus ships specifically.
It's not LGBT that is the problem. It's not LGBT that is the problem. It's not LGBT that is the problem.
These comments did not age well. Sometimes I get up in the morning and ask myself, why are things the way they are? Sometimes I ask myself and blink twice as I question whether this is real. In this case, I ask myself, how does the Voltron fandom continue to defy what it is like to be an entitled piece of shit again and again? It's got to be a talent to be this much of a turnstile. If you haven't heard the news, the Voltron fandom has reached its lowest point. People are actively defying how to not only be an idiot, but how to be a gigantic pile of shit. Threats and cancer are in overstock. The fandom is imploding as we speak. Fans are leaving the show in record numbers. People are asking for Lauren's head. The stands are standing in record pace. The fandom is breaking records every second of how to be the biggest asshole of the century. To put it simply, the fandom is combusting. But why, you ask? Why? What could have possibly happened in the show to cause all this? I mean, sure, the Palace winning the fight and the Atlas turning into a mech was kind of bullshit, and now Lawrence is still a bowl of meh, but this is beyond that. Just what could be the cause of a catastrophic meltdown of this caliber? Oh, I'll tell you why. It's what made the Voltron fandom a dumpster fire in the first place. Dear Voltron fandom, burn. I personally want to meet the people who told me LGBT is not the reason for the Voltron fandom being a shit pile and laugh in their face. You people boast how you're just trying to be accepted in society. You boast about how you need more rep. Well, this sure as hell is not a good way of doing so. You continue to praise that Keith is gay despite the facts stating the exact opposite. You rose hell on earth for a headcanon that a blind man could have debunked in season 2. You kept saying Pierce is trans despite everything stating otherwise. You claim kLaNcE is canon king when it's been shut down every damn season. You used non-concrete hints and built so much hype from them it all came crashing down. This is what happens when your foundation for a theory is not concrete. The building you built it on crumbles. You repeatedly ignored the facts as they were staring in your face, and reality has hit you like a monster truck. Welcome to reality, motherfuckers. Welcome to reality where you discover that you're a minority and will forever be a minority. Where you discover that LGBT will not be a focal point of every damn show you obsess over. We discover that the facts at the end of the line will trump your feelings and that popular opinions with no context. We discover that you don't have control over situations the crew makes despite all you try to do. It's also where you discover your safe little bubble that you thought you had is a fantasy. My sympathy is at a minimum. Now all I hear is that the crew queer baited you, how the crew is homophobic, how the crew toyed with you with kLaNcE hints, that the crew is forcing heterosexuality. I've got a question for you people. Where were you when kLaNcE came out of nowhere many years ago? Praising it, worshiping it, had absolutely no problem with it whatsoever. Nice job being a hypocrite. You claim a launch was forced when a launch has been a thing since the first goddamn episode. Meanwhile, kLaNcE was shoved down our throats out of nowhere with no progression, and you praised it. Allora's feelings may have been rushed, but it is nowhere near as rushed as kLaNcE, and yet you worshipped it. Legend of Korra is a terrible show filled with poor writing, questionable decisions, lack of character consistency, pacing, and character development. If this pile of shit didn't declare kLaNcE canon, Legend of Korra would have been criticized for the flawed show it is. Instead, it was praised as it was a masterpiece, and the complaints were dismissed as homophobia and kLaNcE. The hypocrisy is real. And do not get me started on Keith. You clamored for years that Keith is gay like it is set in stone, despite Keith showing no romantic interest to anybody throughout the series, despite Keith saying Shiro is like a brother to him and nothing more. Twice. I don't even understand why people are assuming Keith and Axel are going to be a couple. They did not kiss. They did not have a romantic moment. She didn't say she wanted to fuck him. You did not even weigh down the possibility that did not involve romance. Take off your goddamn shipping goggles. There's been no concrete indications that it will go that route. So to call this forced hetero bullshit is bullshit on its own because nothing is set in stone. You're just thinking off your stupid feelings again because you're too goddamn stupid to think rationally. And ironically, you call this straight bait. And I will bet $1 million you will have no problem with that. Reality does not care about your feelings. Reality cares about facts, and the facts just blew up your hopes like the Hiroshima bomb. Boom. Then we have kLaNcE, the glorious headcanons. Oh god, these fucking headcanons. Everything that meant a damn shot down every hope, reach, and breath that kLaNcE is by. After you kept going, you kept digging yourself in this lie that suddenly all of kLaNCE's time flirting with girls and not boys will mean nothing. You praised the video with enough bullshit and reach, it would top off the Hoover Dam. You consistently preached every time kLaNCE even looked at Keith was romantic. kLaNCE had sign after sign after sign that he is not bisexual, that he is not going to be bisexual, and yet you kept ignoring the cold hard truth as it was burning through your retinas. People will only hear what they want to hear, which is the unfortunate truth, until reality says fuck you and force you to face the music, which is exactly what happened here. And now the glorious queerbait slurs. It's almost like you scumbags don't know what queerbait means. Then again, this is a community who consistently misuses homophobic like a kLaNcE stand and the Met pills. The crew completed their promise to bring LGBT into the show. Just because Adam is dead does not mean Shiro is less gay. He is still gay. You people are the biggest attention whore pussies on the planet. You're pampered, baby, praised, and glorified. I can sweep the floor over every other candidate for a job, but for the sole reason you're gay or a different sex, you will get that job over me. And don't try and tell me this is bullshit because I had this happen to me firsthand. I've seen it, I've lived it. Shut the fuck up. You guys want to talk about forced hetero stuff? Do you want me to talk about Pride Month? All I hear is that this made me so much more comfortable with my sex. I feel so comfortable with my sexuality now. And that for them to kill off a gay icon, it just proves they're so homophobic and they're bigots. Yeah, try asking Bex if the crew is homophobic, you little fuck. You claim the crew overhyped Adam. No. You did. You all played yourself like crazy and it made you look like idiots. Everywhere I saw, there was Fandom with Adam and Cheryl. Articles everywhere regarding Cheryl being gay. I swear, I've never seen more rainbow flags with Cheryl in front of it in my life. This is an article tab on my phone. For a whole week, at least 5 slots had an article regarding Cheryl and Adam. It got so bad, I had to blacklist anything to do with the subject because I'm trying to look up information for a video for a whole nother show. But everywhere I click, I see fucking Adam being overglorified by the fans and the media. The crew simply stated Adam was Cheryl's fiance, that they broke up prior to Cheryl leaving for Curb Rose. And when asked for more information about the LGBT rep, they were talking about Shiro. Shiro. S-H-I-R-O. In what goddamn way does Adam dying make the crew suddenly homophobic and queer baiters? They promised LGBT would be in the show. They kept their promise. They did not, however, state how much LGBT would be in the show in case you guys may have forgot that little detail. You see, this way you read the fine print. But because you idiots continue to ignore facts and live in your little fantasy world where LGBT can do no wrong, where LGBT rules over everything despite the facts stating otherwise, you people literally use a couple of pictures and glorify it as concrete, when it could have meant anything else but. You literally clamored some random joke from the Netflix social media team shipping kLaNcE as a concrete hint, when they have no say on how the show will progress. Now you're all mad because it all came crashing down like your ill-fated theories. Seriously, look at this bullshit. This dumbass actually thinks the... God, I fucking hate this fandom. I mean, it's almost like if people ignore what's actually real for a fantasy that's nothing but reach. I'll say this once, and I'll say it again. Facts will always trump feelings. This is why I stress over concrete hints. You cannot build a building with a flimsy foundation. If this is the way you go about things, your life will be a dumpster fire. If you waste of human breath with one LGBT rep, then go to the hundreds, near thousands of titles with LGBT support, since you think Voltron does not have any, despite Cheryl stating otherwise. You're mad because you did not get what you wanted. Beck said it perfectly herself. Despite once again the facts telling you to sit your ass down is not gonna happen. Check out this dumbass, for example, who thinks the Voltron Crew owes them anything, or the fandom in broader terms. They don't owe you guys nothing. They work their asses off day and night to provide quality content for pretty much pennies in the animation world not named webtoons. How would you feel if I started going to your shitty fanfics and started harassing you because of something silly? You would probably crumble because your self-esteem is probably weaker than a draft beer. If you're gonna be mad at anything, be mad at the plot, development, characters, progressing, with context, the stuff that matters. Do you want to know what I'm mad at? I'm mad at the consistent bullshit implied on with the crew. Once again, having some bullshit go their way after getting their dicks handed to them on a silver platter. But I respect the show and I criticize it because it's something I really love and enjoy. I want to see improve. The only show I'm very critical on I'm critical on without remorse, if not flat out hate, is Korra, Steven Universe, and Star vs. Forces of Evil. I used to love Star vs. Forces of Evil. I now fucking hate it. It's a dumpster fire. All with way better reasons than a lack of gay relationships. And most notably, I don't go trying to kill somebody. It's not queerbait if Tumblr decides there should be a gay pair when there isn't. You don't have the final say. And let's add on to the fact that people do realize that the Paladins are in a war. This is not an anime where they put more effort into booty pics than the actual plot. Do you really think that they're even remotely thinking about romance progress? I find it totally ironic that people are mad because Adam died with only 1 minute of screen time. Yet I'm sure nobody would have gave a damn if any of the 4 cadets here died within 1 minute of the screen time. At least not in the same level as the nobody screaming like harpies. You are literally only crying over the side character because he happened to be gay. I don't see anyone else crying over all the other side characters that died in the show. I mean, it's almost like you people have never heard of a plot device before.
What?
What does that say, Anaya?
What?
No!
What?
Remember this post? Remember this video? Remember this comment? Remember when all you guys kept saying that LGBT is not a reason for the Voltron fandom being shit? Or do you guys remember that when you guys said that LGBT or blaming the LGBT is stupid? Or do you guys remember when people actually, when you guys said that people actually don't care, only care for LGBT, that all is a mess just from straight people pretending to be LGBT? Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that? I sure as hell do. You guys can't see it right now, but I'm currently flipping you off. You all continue to prove that you're nothing but a bunch of undeserving snowflakes with serious mental issues. To call you a turnstile is an insult to the turnstile. Now you're all trying to resort to death threats because, oh look at me, I'm a humongous turnstile. You can all burn. You can fucking disappear. You bring no value to the world at all. All you bring is more questioning whether I want to pull the trigger on my dome. Go fuck yourselves, you useless assholes.